They say, at the very least, be on time. Whether you're prepared or not, make sure you're prepared, obviously. But if you're not prepared, that's not your fault. I'm sorry, that's not the audience's fault, that's your fault. You gotta work with that. Whoop. You gotta work with that, and you have to either incorporate it into the show itself or ignore it entirely. We cannot ignore it entirely. We are here. What's going on, folks? How's everybody doing? We will be going into a deep dive on ourselves today with the cards. So let's get the jack side going, shall we? Let's get the jack side going so we can get into the nitty gritty of who, what, when, sometimes where, and never really entirely why. And that's fine. It's terrible. That's the beauty of it all. That is the beauty of it all, isn't it? We'll deal these out to 6 piles. I'll cut for a couple minutes here. That way I don't remember exactly where everything is while we're cutting, and then we can do the dealing. So, thanks for being so forgiving, appreciative. I love you guys. Thank you. I have a lot of fun doing this every day, so I'm glad we're here every day. Let's do a couple more cuts here. We've got that going. Let's make sure we have this set to mute. Alright. There we are. And we'll deal. Got our 6 piles coming together, and we can get into our reading here. We'll start the show as soon as I've finished dealing the 6 piles here. A lot of sounds going on. We got a machine or two going on in the background. What's going on? Welcome. What is going on, McDuff? How you doing? How you doing, McDuff? Sorry about that. I got bad eyesight, so I gotta like lean in and make it look weird. Like, is he looking at something like on his phone? I am. But I have really terrible eyesight. Glad you're here. We're getting into an in-depth looking into what the cards have to say about us, inside of us, kind of a reading. So we have a misdeal somewhere. I love it. So we'll figure it out. We'll find it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15. Somewhere there's 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 12. We're gonna go with here. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. Oh, that's 13. Watch it be like a missing card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13. Sorry about this. We're missing a card here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's always the last one, isn't it? It's always the last one you count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I've been missing a card the entire time here. Hold the buckets here. Hold the buckets. We've got a goofy goof here. We've got 12. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's 12. Hold on. We've got quite the conundrum about to happen here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I need to start counting these cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Goodness. Goodness, what have I been doing wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This is silly what's going on here. I can't even start the show yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This doesn't make any sense. 6 into that with the 13. It should be 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. What the hell? One more go around on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. We're missing a card. Okay. That's silly. So, it's somewhere. It's got to be in one of these decks. Alright, that's fine. That's why we count. That's why we count and we deal. And we're going to bust out the secondary deck and we have to wash that deck. Welcome to Take Care of Your Stuff Central. Wow, how am I missing a card? I'm missing a card. I gotta go through and find out what card I'm missing. Ugh, not happy about that. Alright, that stinks. That stinks. Now I gotta worry about, well, how long has the card been missing? But I think it must have just gotten, I don't know, maybe I did like a goof up on picking up cards, who knows? Who knows what happened to the card, and that's fine. We have a secondary deck here. Secondary deck. This one should be completely full. Should be complete. If this one's missing cards, then we are SOL. Alright, let's go with it on re-dealing out to the 6 here. Goodness. Goodness. We've got the Beetlejuice deck here. I was using the Moon, Tarot of the Moon deck over there, so I guess I'll have to try and find out what card is missing and where it may have been misplaced. It could have gotten soaked into one of the, like the weight deck here. I'm not sure. What the hell happened to the card? That's funny. That's funny. Anyhow, good afternoon, Vietnam. Welcome to the show, Live Tarot with Lobster. I'm Lobster, your host. This is Live Tarot. This is what happens live when you're doing something live. Stuff, goes wrong. So I'm glad we're here. Glad you're here. Thanks for being here. Once again, we're going to go into a deep dive inside ourselves. I want to see what the cards have to say about us. Who are we right now? Are we living our real potential? Are we living up to our potential? Are we seeking our own potential? Are we denying our potential for some reason? Who knows? Are we scared of where we are? Do we need a little courage? Do we need a little attaboy? Do we need a little, go get him, Tiger, from the cards? Let's do that. We have a perfect deal, by the way, so yay for us. Perfect deal. I don't know much, but I know I love you. Alright. Little Aaron Neville right there for you. God, it's a good Wednesday. Let me be. That's kind of my that's my best Aaron Neville impression. Just that little. Alright, here we go. To any Aaron Neville fans or an Aaron Neville himself, sorry. Here we go. I don't know much, but I know I love her. There it is. There it is. Okay. One more pile, and then we'll get into why we're all here. Don't forget to hit the like button, I guess, for this crack of a show here. Let's go. We got our dice. Let's roll. Baby, roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're rolling and see which which pile we're using. We've got pile number 6. We rolled a 6. So it's this one right here. Let's get rid of the other ones here. These cards, much like the missing one for the other deck, don't matter. These cards do matter though. Let's roll a 10-sided die to see which of the 13 cards we're going to start the reading from. Blah blah blah. 10-card Celtic cross reading. We're going to dive in. Love you guys. Once again, don't forget to hit the like button. Check me out on Lobster Talks over on Instagram if you have any questions, comments, want a private reading from a broken deck apparently, or leave a comment or whatever. Let's go. And we rolled a 4. So we're going to start with card number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Card number 4, where are you? Here we go. Current situation, looking into ourselves. Checking out the deep recesses of who we are. Checking in. Making sure we're all alright. And if we're not okay, let's see what we can do about it. Current situation. The 4 of Pentacles. We're a little secure, aren't we? We've got a little bit of stability, don't we? It's Wednesday. If you remember our previous reading on Monday, yesterday we had a mini reading because we did a little tour of the Minor Suit of Wands. That was a lot of fun, thank you. For being there, if you were there. If you weren't, go check it out. It was yesterday. But the 4 of Pentacles says you've got a little bit of stability. For most cards, you're going to see like 2 pentacles on the ground. You got one in your hand. You got one being offered to you. You got a little bit of stability. You got resources coming from out of nowhere a little bit. You're okay. You're doing all right. You're doing okay. You'll probably be doing a little bit better, but you're doing okay. You're stable. You're doing all right. It's a good Wednesday. It's a good day. It's good. You're not missing cards from your tarot deck, apparently. What's your challenge? What's the challenge to that, though? Judgment. But are you doing your best? You're doing all right, but are you doing your best? You're stable, but are you solid? Is it a solid foundation yet? How stable, how solid are you really? Judgment isn't about good or bad. Judgment, I've been reading and looking at judgment from a different perspective. And judgment is less of the sorting hat and more of like your mom asking you if you got a job. And she's not making sure you got a job so you can pay the bills. She's paying the bills. She's been paying the bills. She's making sure you got a job so you can take care of yourself. She wants to know that if she's out of there, you're going to be alright. That's judgment. Judgment's going, look, who are you really? We're going to weigh you against the weight of a feather. And we're going to see how fat you are up against that feather. You're pretty friggin' fat. Let's cut some of that out. That's what judgment says. Let's make sure we got all the bad stuff gone, and let's make sure we've got the real you going on here. How stable are you? How solid are you at all? Are you solid? Make sure you are. Don't let anybody take away that I totally forgot how to talk there for a minute. Don't let anyone rock the boat. Don't let anyone, not even you. You can rock the boat just as anybody else can, just as well. But we're trying not to. The devil all said, sit down. Sit down, you're rocking the boat. And the devil will drag you under by the sharp pills of your checkered coat. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. Guys and Dolls reference. Man, we're hitting it hard on a Wednesday. Let's go. Let's see what the underlying principle of this is. From here on, out of respect to my friend Captain Obvious, if we have a card that's upside down, I'm going to go with it. We're going to go with it. We're going to do reversed. Alright, because I don't remember how I'm holding the cards. They're all mixed together. I don't know what's going on. We're going to go with reversed meanings. I usually don't. We're going to start with it. We're going to start with it. We're going to, alright? So if it's an upside down star, I don't know what the hell that means. We'll figure it out, though. Alright, let's go. What's the underlying principle behind this, like, cutting the fat a little bit? Like, we're just, solid. What are we, like, what are we cutting off? Are we cutting off our friends? Are we cutting off our family? Are we cutting off our nose to spite our face? What's going on? What's going on? We're treating ourselves a little bit, huh? We're treating ourselves a little bit? You know what? I've been spending far too much money not on me. Who hasn't done that a little bit? You're feeling a little stable. Maybe I can afford a little bit of that. Maybe I can take a little bit of a road trip. Maybe I can get a private reading from a tarot reader on Lobster Talks over on Instagram for a reasonable price. Maybe you can do it. Maybe you can afford just a little bit of you time. I think this is about you. It's about you taking a little bit of you time. Go take a walk. Go reminisce a little bit. Maybe go take a walk. Go window shopping. Maybe buy yourself a little bit of something. Take yourself out on a little bit of a stroll day. I think that's a thing. I just made that up. You can take that home. Use it with your friends, and then we'll get it added to the Webster's Dictionary after it becomes a thing for the next 5 years. Did you know that that's how a word gets added to most modern dictionaries now? Is if it's used in kind of like a public way, a well-known public way, in like 5 years, boom, add that to the dictionary. So that's how we got twerking. Back to the reading. Go learn how to twerk. Alright, let's go. Let's see what happened in the past a little bit. What happened yesterday that led you to want to cut the fat, that made you want to take a little solo trip to yourself a little bit? What happened? What happened was, we're working with people, are we? We got a little partnership, do we? We had a little bit of a partnership. You had maybe your coworker. Now you were working with them. You're doing great, by the way. The Three of Pentacles says it's a partnership that's based on creativity, and it's based on production, and it's good ideas, and you're both painting the town green or whatever it is that you're doing great together. So great, and maybe you can treat yourself a little bit to your own thing. Maybe they're off treating themselves. Maybe this is your day off. Is this a day off? Is this a rare day off? Because you're I don't know what's going on here. It's I don't know what to do with myself. I'm supposed to be at work. I miss my coworkers. Yeah, come on. Let's not be good people here on YouTube. Let's not miss our coworkers. We're on lunch break right now. It's tarot. I've been doing tarot for like 5 years. The cards tell the truth, not me. I don't know what I'm doing. I just trying to get out of the way. Let's see what the future might hold later, but we've got an aspiration, a goal. What are we shooting for today in this looking out and treating ourselves today? What are we shooting for today? We're shooting for a 5 of Cups. A 5 of Cups. Let me look up what the 5 of Cups has to say. Let me look up what the 5 of Cups has to say. 5 of Cups. We're looking at the 5 of Cups in the book Enchanted Tarot. I really like the way that it describes the cards. So here we go. 4, 5. We've got the 5 of Hearts. A little bit of disappointment. Time of deep disappointment, but a conscious effort must be made to overcome it. Did you have a little fight with your coworker? You know what? I just don't want to be around you right now. A little fight with a business partner, you gotta go take a break a little bit. Go play around the golf. Go hit some balls at a face or two that are out there in downrange. Though feeling depressed and despondent, you must be as kind to yourself as you would be to another person in a similar situation. Like the flowers that are the universal symbol of love's presence, love can and will bloom again. You feel bad? What happened? What happened? You got a little bit of a dinger in the old working relationship today, huh? Feeling a little down about yourself. Yesterday you said some words. Today it's kind of a quieter day in the office, and like, man, I wish it wasn't like this. I wish it wasn't like this. No, I'm trying to treat myself. I'm trying to make sure I'm okay. I'm gonna go have that coffee. Now I don't have to buy anyone else coffee today, so that's good, right? But like, judgment's right there. Just like, yeah, you can do all this, can't you? But are you the asshole in the situation? Are you? Judgment, just looking right at you through this whole situation, going, am I the asshole? Like whatever that website is. Tell them your situation and be like, am I the asshole? Probably. I don't know. I don't like judgment cards being right there. Am I the asshole in the situation? Wherever you're working, whoever's working wherever I think you're working, that's a hell of a place. Alright, let's go. What's in the future? What are we doing about this tomorrow? Or even like in an hour from now? We've got 6 of Swords, but reversed. So let's look up the 6 of Swords. We're feeling really bad about this working relationship that isn't quite working right now. That's what's going on. Passage. Kind of stuck. You kind of need that person a little bit. You're like, 6 of Swords right side up says, look, you and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals. So let's do it like they do in the scuff. Okay, look. If you didn't think you were going to get that kind of a reference eventually from me, I don't know how long you've been paying attention. But the 6 of Swords says, look, we're together in this. And like, as long as I got you, babe, right? Sunny and Cher. Upside down, it's just Sunny on the slopes. I'm sorry about that. I don't mean to joke about Sunny, sorry, Sunny. But it's just you, and you're just heading barreling, like, with your thoughts, and like, you're stuck, you know? But like, if it's the other way around, then, you know, then maybe you can guide your way around, you can avoid the Like, just don't run into any trees, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, you're heading right down the slope by yourself. You don't want that. You don't want that. This is why I don't do upside down cards, by the way. Captain, if you're watching this eventually, this is why I don't do upside down cards. I just killed Sonny Bono, and I apologize. Card number 7. You, as you see you in this horrifying reading. Sonny and Cher referenced reading. Wow. This is what happens when Sonny goes off on her, when Cher goes off on her own. Huh? Boy, oh boy. I certainly do not got you, babe. Okay, let's go. We've got... okay, we've got the 7 of Swords. A lot of thinking going on. A lot of thinking going on here. A lot of thoughts running around. A lot of maybe some emotions that are masking themselves in anger or rashness, opposition. You feel like you're wronged. You're feeling a little victimated in this situation. You're not the wronger. You didn't pull the con. You're the one that got conned. This one feels like maybe you figured out that your partner's kind of been fudging around in the books a little bit. You know, you tried to use the old business card to get yourself an extra Starbucks coffee, and it got declined. And then you're like, why did the business card get declined? You know, and you go check the charges, and like there's a charge to, you know, the old attaboy doggy disobedience school down the street, and it's like, who the hell sends their dog to a disobedience school? You know, but like there's the charge right there, and you got to talk to your partner and be like, hey, Carl, what are you doing with? Why is there a charge for an attaboy doggy disobedience school on the business card? I'm trying to go get an extra coffee. I thought maybe we'd have a little bit of a business chat. We'd put it together. We'd figure out how to move on throughout the rest of the week. And now we don't have any money. What's going on, Carl? That's all over these cards, by the way. So I think you're figuring out you've been a little bit had. No wonder the judgment's kicking in. You're trying to take a little bit of a breather. You're trying to treat yourself a little bit. Trying to make sure everything's looking out for you. You're feeling a little stuck because you had someone to work with, but you know, over there you had someone. You were doing well with them. But you're mourning the loss of them. It hurts a little bit. This is going to have to happen. Maybe you got to fire your best friend at work. Trust me, I've been a best friend and I've been fired at work. I don't envy any of that because I absolutely hated that person for a while. You know, how dare you? But then I realized I was a really bad employee. You don't get fired because you're a good employee. Anyhow, and then you've got, you know, the reversed 6 of Swords saying you feel like you're stuck. There's no one, you don't have anybody else to help you through the rigmarole, through the crapper. But at least you're not the one to con. You know, it's not your fault. You got a little bit of victimated over here. You're a survivor. You know. All right, let's see what the environment is for this situation. Is this at home? Are you working at home? Did your brother turn the computer off on you? What happened? Are you working at home? Like your husband's like, you know what? I don't like any of the straps, and it just cuts them all, and there go all your strapped clothes. Why would they do that? I don't know. Let's see what the environment is. We've got an 8 of Swords reversed. An 8 of Swords upside up, super stuck. You're super stuck, you know, and it's like, it's almost an enhancement of this future that you might be looking at with this whole Six of Swords reverse. You know, like you're feeling a little left out, a little alone, a little aimless, a little like no one there to help you, you know, make it through. Boy, oh boy, shit fell apart. What's going on? We were doing okay. Like, you're stable, but are you? You know, but you are. You're stable. Let's look back. Let's look. Our current situation says we're stable. But by the end of the day, someone's gonna end up with a pumpkin and not a carriage. And I apologize. A pumpkin carriage for a friend. You're gonna get in a little bit of a tiffy. Watch out for it. You're gonna feel like they left you. They're gonna feel a little abandoned. Don't do that. Let's look at the Eight of Swords. No, I don't need to. No, it's like being stuck. And then reversed, I'm just gonna assume reversed is an increase of that. An increase of that, maybe you're adding a little bit of the pressure yourself. That's what I see. Maybe you're adding a little too much more of the pressure, like your thoughts. You got a lot of swords coming around. Maybe you're adding just a little touch of the pressure yourself. That Judgment card right there. You're going through it. Go through it first, and then analyze it. I like to sit in my own shit and go, I wonder why it's so shitty around here. I like doing that. Who doesn't? I don't think anybody does. Come on, get out of there. Get yourself out of the situation. You can. You're not completely stuck. That's why it's upside down, Eight of Swords. You can get out of it. Let's see what our hopes and fears are for this situation. The Fool. Boy, we're going to feel naive, aren't we? Boy, we are walking into an entire thing we were not waiting. We're not ready for. Derek, by the way, hey, Paige, how you doing? Thanks for being here, guys. The Fool. We're going to feel really goofy about the whole situation, aren't we? We're going to feel like, you know, people are going to kind of... It's that Judgment thing. That Judgment card's coming down hard on us today. Especially because, like, we're trying to, like, get rid of, like, the people around us that, like, may or may not, like, treat us nice. Like, this is the whole, like, you know, anybody that gives you gruff today, get out of the way. You don't need them. You don't need to be a victim. You can get out. You can get out of a situation. There's no, you know, there's no reason for you to be in any situation. If you're, you know, as an adult, like, you have the ability to walk into another room if you don't like the room that you're in. You can do that. There aren't too many situations where you're going to have to stay in a room where you feel like you don't want to be. You can walk away. In pursuit of other things, too. Like, always be willing to accept that, like, new things are going to come to you. And that you may not know, like, your ass from a hole in the ground some of the times when it comes to, like, dealing with people. Huh. Ain't that for sure. People are people. They're weird. But, like, keep the faith. Enjoy the naivete that comes from meeting new people. It's all an adventure. It's not about the destination always. It's about the adventure. It's about the river that we're on when we meet new people and, like, we twirl around a little bit. You get stuck in the whirlpool of someone's, you know, river path coming into you, and you got your river going over there, and, like, it's just a river of people. Learn to swim. I would really advise that, and if you can't, invest in safety gear. Let's see what our final card for this truly deep and horrifying reading is. We feel alone, but we're not. We're not alone at all. We're stable. We're trying to treat ourselves a little bit better. You might feel a little lost. It's alright. We're on an adventure. conclusion is the King of Swords. The King of Swords. So I like the King of Swords. That's a good card. I like it because the Judgment card's like, look, you got to cut through, and you got to make sure you are who you are, and like, are you being the best that you are? Are you getting exactly the things that you need for you to be where you're supposed to be? Like, are you a part of a higher purpose? And the King of Swords at the end of it all, the King of Swords says, yeah, you know what? Maybe I am. Maybe I am headed in the right direction. Maybe I am able to cut through it all. Maybe I can cut off the people that make me feel like a victim. I can cut out the people that make me feel stuck. I can cut out the people that get in my way and aren't able to help me get where I want to be. I can cut off the people that are in the past and I don't have to worry about that. I can cut off the people that get in the way of my stability. I can cut off the people that mess up my emotions a little bit. But we don't want to be too literal about cutting people off. We don't want to burn bridges. That Judgment card's coming down really hard. Who are you? Where do you belong? What's your purpose? How stable are you? Is it the people around you? I hope not. Is it the things that you have? Maybe. Is it your desires? I don't know. But that hopes and fears, it's all an adventure. And we'll figure it out eventually. You just gotta know that like you're on the way, you got a good idea, you got a good head on your shoulders. Just you can probably think your way into and out of a lot of situations. It's good reading. Thanks, guys. It's good reading. It's good in-depth. Let's see what the cards have to say to us about our heart kind of a thing. Who do we rely on? Do we rely on ourselves or do we rely on other people? I think the cards are telling us to rely on ourselves today. We can think things through logically. We don't have to worry too much about spilled cups. We don't have to worry too much about holding someone else's hand. Alright. Let's hug it in. Thanks for being here, Paige, Derek, all my friends. Thank you guys for being here. Let's hug it in. Let's have a good Wednesday. Tomorrow, we'll see what we can do. Hopefully by tomorrow I'll have found the missing card. I don't know what the heck happened. We can fix that deck. I hope. It's a good deck. Alright, folks. Love you guys. Thanks for being here. Let's hug it in. One arm here. Countdown 3, 2, after the 1. 3, 2, 1. Hug it in. Oh, let's hug it in. Let's get past like all those negative thoughts and let's get past all of those negative connotations about things, it's like maybe I don't need anybody's help to, be who I am. And although I probably will need help to get up on the horse, like it's not easy to get up on the horse, but like if I'm a horseback rider, like how easy should it be for me to get onto the horse? You know what I mean? Like I always wonder about the jockeys at the Kentucky Derby, and it's like I don't know if I really trust that you are doing anything with the horse, because you need help getting up on the horse, you know what I mean? Like if you, I don't get it. It's weird to me that someone, I don't know, who's really doing the work, is it the jockey, is it the horse, I don't know, anyhow, I'm sure it's better for the horse, that you don't have like someone, weighing 250 pounds, like, charging down the track and like right on your C, whatever, how many vertices they have, vertical, C4, you know what I mean, the back, like right there, got someone just like jumping up and down on your back. Just like you don't want like 100. You don't want a fat man. You know, you want one of those like little jockeys. What are they like 4'11", 5 foot nothing? Guys back there like as small as possible. You know, don't get me into the whole controversy behind the jockeys and such. All right, I love them. You love them. They're great. Go horses and such. But like anyhow, hugging. We're still hugging. Okay. I didn't know if you knew that or not, but we're hugging. Let's go hug a horse if you're around a horse later on today and you haven't hugged it. Boy, oh boy, what are we even doing this for? Here we go. Even if it's one of those like merry-go-round horses, you know what I mean? Like, have you ever seen a merry-go-round horse that you haven't wanted to hug? I don't think so. All right, and I think I just conjured up Captain. Good afternoon, Captain. All right, folks. Final hug. There we go. Get out of here. Go home. You can't stay here. Go home. I said it. You can't stay here. Go home. Take care of yourselves and each other. At the very least, take pictures. Like, go home now. Like, just go home.